When I was in 5th grade, I had been studying violin in the school, and then I started taking private lessons. And then as the years went by, Dr. Klein and I both played in orchestras around here, including Bergen Youth Orchestra, and we just knew each other growing up because of that.
I've always liked Grant. I first met him as a fellow student with Mrs. Robinson many, many years ago in Harrington Park. He was a great teacher.
She was the best. She was really good.
She was very patient with me since I didn't practice enough.
Same here. And then in 2001, I came to Englewood to practice electrophysiology and start the program. And wouldn't you know it, here's Dr. Klein here, a very accomplished and successful gastroenterologist. And then we got to know each other again, and now we're colleagues. So we've known each other, best I can calculate, since around 1973.
What was the first piece that we did together?
I think it was the Vivaldi for 2 violins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Da 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 da.
That's right.
That's the one.
I think that's the one.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Klein had SVT, which is an abnormal circuit where your heart can go very fast.
I knew about something like this happening with my mother. She would just describe it as a fast heartbeat. Didn't know much else about it. Didn't understand why it happened, why it would stop. I didn't know when it was going to happen. Typically it would be in the fall or the spring. I would take in a sniff and boom, it could happen. This past fall, however, something changed. It became every week, then it became every several days, and suddenly it became a 10-minute episode, which was the longest I had ever had. Because it became more frequent and much more severe, you start to think about things in a different light as to how are you going to live with this and whether it's going to cause some disaster to occur.
Normally you just have one pathway of electricity to carry the electricity from the top of the heart to the bottom and make it beat. But he had basically what I would call an extra wire. And so sometimes the electricity can go down one wire and up the other and go around in a circle because you have 2 wires, and then it'll drive the heart really fast. We performed a catheter ablation, a procedure where we insert some small catheters through the vein in the leg up into the heart, and we find where that extra wire is, and then we destroy it using radio waves, which actually heat up and cook that specific small area. And then Dr. Klein was cured of his problem.
The cardiac ablation really did bring me peace of mind in a way that I knew would happen, but emotionally didn't realize just how impactful it would be.
And when we met each other, the technology that existed for like SVT didn't exist.
It didn't exist.
That procedure didn't exist.
Right. There aren't too many people I can say I still know from Bergen Youth Orchestra experience. I mean, Grant is the one. The biggest thing that happened to me this past year was having this weight lifted off my shoulders, because I'd had this history for 40 years.